Michael McBride, PICO National Network.
Oh, you've been here pretty much since the beginning doing trainings. Tell us about, your experience here in St. Louis and what you've been working on.
Well, we've been here certainly within a week of Michael Brown's killing. We descended here in the Ferguson, and we've been working with the young people ever since, attempting to continue to mobilize for justice for Michael Brown. And last night's decision is the culmination, I think, of an incompetent system led by incompetent leadership at the political level, from the state to the federal and all the way down. And I believe that the young people did not fail us, the system failed the young people.
What do you think the response of clergy should be?
I think the clergy need to get out into the streets and be with the young people. I think the clergy need to imagine that there's some courage and some lessons that we could learn from young people, bring them into a space with us where we can actually talk together, have reciprocal relationship together, but also support them and love them and embrace them and encourage them. A lot of us are hurting right now. And I believe that the warm embrace of clergy leaders, faith leaders of the churches, synagogues, mosques, temples, we can accelerate the healing. And I think we need to be prophetic. We need to imagine putting ourselves in harm's way. Imagine risking our political relationships, our privilege. Imagine losing our egos and our self-promoting tendencies, and believe that God has brought us to a moment of self-sacrificial engagement, and call our better selves out of one another and advocate for justice, not just for my grandma, but for all across the country. There's a Ferguson in every single community, and many of these Fergusons are right outside the doorsteps of our churches. So I pray we'll take a step outside, even this Sunday and the Sundays to come, and let's connect with the pain in our communities.
We think also the role of national leadership. Some of the local people somewhat upset about the press conference of those, as you said, they sort of drop in, but don't necessarily leave the resources and support sort of local leadership that's been here on the ground.
My response is, whatever we've been doing for the last 20 years, 30 years has not been working. This model has not been working. And I think it happened on our watch. So I believe all of us need to take a look in the mirror, put whatever strategies we think work on the table, and be open to self-critique, communal critique, and not believe that we have the answer. The silver bullet does not reside in a national leader or a single church or a single political figure. The solution is in all of us together. So if that is the critique, then we should listen to that critique, and we should absorb that critique. We shouldn't deflect that critique. We should absorb it, and we should ask ourselves, how can we serve the people better? National organizations are here to serve the people, not the other way around. All right, so it's important for us to keep asking that conversation. As a pastor, am I serving the people? As a denomination, am I serving the people? God has given us this platform not for ourselves, but for the people. So we should wrestle with that. It's a very, I think, relevant critique that all of us must wrestle with it. And if we refuse to wrestle with it, then I think it is an indictment upon ourselves. It's a referendum on our own leadership style. And I don't believe that leadership style will get us where we need to be in the 21st century.
I've sort of been following you since you've been here. How has this touched you personally in your work?
I have a gamut of emotions, and I think people need to continue to appreciate that we're human beings. You know what I mean? So there are moments of disappointment. I've had moments of joy and pride watching how young people like Tori Russell and Tef Poe and Ashley Yates and Tara, in the face of all of this disappointment, continue to rise to the occasion. I have disappointment at the way that political leadership, who gets paid handsomely, abundantly, continue to fall down on their responsibilities. I continue to ask myself, am I doing enough? Am I doing what is necessary? A gamut of emotions. But I do believe we will win. I believe we will win. And we're just bearing witness. We have to bear witness until we win. There's an old hymn that says, victory ahead, victory ahead. I hear the conqueror say, by faith I see the victory ahead. I believe victory's ahead of us. We just have to catch up to it.
Yes, sir.
We just have to catch up to it.
Thank you and appreciate you for your work.
Bless you, brother. Thank you so much.